Martinez died on his last day, not his second to last day. Not 3 days before freedom. His last day, 23 hours and 47 minutes before his freedom bird was scheduled to lift off from Tan Son and Hut. We were supposed to be drinking warm beer in the rear. We were supposed to be safe. He was supposed to be untouchable. I watched the bullet hole appear in his chest before I heard the crack. Physics doesn't care about your rotation date. 1 second he's laughing, actually laughing. Something about his daughter's birthday party he'd miss by 2 weeks, but he didn't care because he'd be alive for the next one. And the next second there's just red. So much red. The medic worked on him for 11 minutes. I know because I count every second. 11 minutes of chest compressions and prayers and bargaining with a God who wasn't listening. At minute 7, Martinez opened his eyes, looked right at me. He didn't say anything. He didn't have to. His eyes said, "See, I told you. I fucking told you." That was 6 days ago. Now it's my turn. I have 30 days left in country. 720 hours, 43,200 minutes. And every single one of them is trying to kill me. Dear Sarah, I'm coming home. 30 days, 1 month, 4 weeks. However you want to count it, that's all that's left between me and you and that life we talked about in those letters that got me through this place. Sergeant Kowalski called me into the command tent this morning. For a second, just a flash. I thought I'd done something wrong. That's what this place does to you. Makes you afraid of good news because good news never comes without a cost. Chen, he said, not looking up from his paperwork. Your Diros came through. Diros, date eligible for return from overseas. The most beautiful acronym in the English language. April 18th. Barring any extensions or fuck-ups on your part, you're a short timer now. He finally looked at me. His eyes did something weird, a flicker, like he wanted to say something else but couldn't, like there were words caught in his throat. Congratulations, Chen. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. That's what they tell everyone. Like stupidity is a choice. Like you can logic your way through the next 30 days. Like your brain won't start seeing threats in every shadow, calculating odds with every step, playing Russian roulette with routine patrols. I should be happy, Sarah. I am happy. But there's this other feeling, this weight, like someone just painted a target on my back and everyone can see it except me. The guys started acting weird around me by the afternoon. Not mean weird. Scared weird. Murphy stopped asking me to go on patrol with him. Said he'd already filled his roster. We both knew that was bullshit. I've been his battle buddy for 8 months. Now suddenly there's no room. During chow I sat down next to Rodriguez and Williams. They looked at each other, one of those loaded glances that says everything without saying anything, and Rodriguez suddenly remembered he had to check his rifle. Williams followed 30 seconds later. I ate alone. Later I found Doc Martinez in the medical tent. He's the only guy who'll tell you the truth without sugarcoating it. Probably because he's seen enough bodies to know that lies don't stop bullets. Doc, what the fuck? He didn't pretend not to know what I meant. You're a short timer, Chen. Everybody knows. So nobody wants to be near you when your luck runs out. I laughed. Had to. The alternative was punching him. That's insane. You know that's insane, right? You're a medic. You believe in science. I believe in statistics, he said, not looking up from organizing his supplies. And the statistics say short timers die. Not always, but enough. He finally met my eyes. Martinez has 2 days left. Watch how people treat him tomorrow. It's not personal, Chen. It's survival. They don't want your bad luck rubbing off. Bad luck. Like it's contagious. Like you can catch death by proximity. That night, I counted my days on my fingers. 30. It felt like forever. It felt like nothing. I couldn't sleep. I started my calendar today. Everybody makes one. It's a short timer tradition. You get a piece of paper or cardboard or the back of a C ration box, whatever you can find, and you make 30 boxes, one for each day. Every morning you wake up alive, you X out a box. Simple, childish even, but there's power in seeing it, in making the abstract concrete. 30 days is just a number until you see 30 boxes staring back at you, each one a small battle, each X a minor victory. I used the back of a letter you sent me, Sarah, the one where you told me about your sister's wedding, where you said you wanted a small ceremony when I got home. Just family, just us, nothing fancy. I drew the calendar on the back of those words, like I was building my future on top of your promises. Box 1 through 10, normal rotation, follow orders, keep your head down, should be routine. Box 11 through 20, the danger zone. Statistically, this is when short timers start making mistakes. Distraction kills. Stay focused. Box 21 through 29, white knuckle time. So close you can taste it. Don't get cocky. Charlie can smell confidence. Box 30, the finish line. Freedom bird. Home. You. I stared at those 30 boxes for an hour. Then I hid the calendar in my footlocker, because Martinez walked by my bunk and saw it. He stopped, stared at it, didn't say anything for a long moment. Then you got 30. Lucky bastard. His voice cracked on lucky. He has 2 days. Martinez volunteered for one last patrol. Nobody could believe it. You're supposed to stay in the rear when you're this short. Pull guard duty. Burn shit. Anything that keeps you away from the tread line. But Martinez said he couldn't sit still. Said the waiting was worse than the walking. Said he'd rather die doing something than die afraid in his bunk. They let him go. What else could they do? You can't order a man to be afraid. We watched them lift off. 6 guys. Martinez on point. He flashed us a thumbs up through the chopper door as they climbed. Doc was standing next to me. He's not coming back, Doc said. Shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to be an asshole, Chen. I'm just telling you what I know. Watch. They'll be calling for a dust-off within 4 hours. I wanted to hit him. God, I wanted to break his jaw. But you don't hit the medic, and you don't hit him when he's probably right. 3 hours and 42 minutes later, the radio crackled. Contact. Man down. Need immediate dust-off. Doc grabbed his bag without a word. He didn't even look surprised. Martinez lived. Barely. The bullet hit him in the shoulder, shattered his collarbone, nicked an artery, but missed everything vital. He'll never have full range of motion again. He'll have nightmares. He'll need months of physical therapy, but he'll live. More importantly, he'll go home. Medical evacuation. Immediate. They medevaced him to Saigon, then straight to Japan, then stateside. He'll be in a San Diego hospital by tomorrow morning. His war is over. When they loaded him on the dust-off, he was conscious, looked at me, smiled, actually smiled through the morphine haze. Told you, shortest route home is through the hospital. Then he passed out. Doc Martinez stitched up my old friend right there on the LZ. I watched him work, watched the blood, watched the frantic efficiency. Is this how I'm getting out? I asked him. Doc didn't look up. If you're lucky, that night I did math. 4 days left in my month. 26 days until Diros. Martinez got shot on day 36 to free of 2 days short. If the math is consistent, if there's a pattern, that means my danger zone is I counted forward from today. Days 24, 25, 26, the week before I leave. My hands were shaking when I marked the calendar. Put little stars on those days. Stars for statistically most likely to die. Then I realized what I was doing. Realized I was trying to predict my own death like it was a weather forecast. I tore up the calendar, threw it away, made a new one that night. I started checking my rifle 17 times a day, not because it needs checking, because my brain needs the ritual. Load, unload, Check the chamber, check the magazine, check for dirt, check for rust, check for anything that might malfunction at the exact wrong moment. 17 times. I counted. The guys noticed. Chen, your weapon's fine. I know. Then why are you? Because if I don't check, it'll jam. And if it jams, I'm dead. So I check. Logic made sense to me. Nobody else seemed to get it. I also started walking differently. Patrol routes we've taken 100 times suddenly looked wrong. That tree, has that tree always been there? That path, is it wider than before? Did someone move that rock? Everything became a puzzle with lethal consequences. Every choice potentially fatal. Left or right at the fork. Walk point or tail end. Eat the ham and lima beans or trade for beef and potatoes. The paralysis started small. Hesitations, second guessing, but it spread. By midday, I'd spent 15 minutes deciding whether to take a piss. Because what if I'm in the latrine when the shit hits the fan? What if those 30 seconds are the difference between alive and dead? Murphy found me standing motionless outside my hooch at 1700 hours. Chen, you okay? Trying to decide if I should go in. It's your hooch. Yeah, but what if there's a spider? Brown recluse. Bites me. Infection. Sepsis. Dead in 3 days. Murphy stared at me. There's no brown recluse in Vietnam. But what if he grabbed my shoulder? Hard. Chen, breathe. You're spiraling. He was right. I was spiraling. 22 days left and I was already losing my mind. I started seeing them on day 19. Not hallucinations. Not exactly. More like echoes. Memory shapes that move in your peripheral vision. Thompson, dead 3 months ago. I swear I saw him at breakfast. Same table where he always sat. Same way he held his coffee cup, 2 hands, like it was something precious. I blinked. He was gone. Just an empty bench. Later on patrol. Henderson, dead 6 months. Standing by that tree we used to smoke behind. Same slouch. Same rifle position. I called out to him. Murphy grabbed my arm. Who are you talking to? Henderson. Right there, empty jungle. Doc says it's normal. Says short timers see ghosts all the time. The brain trying to process trauma, mixing past and present, creating warning systems out of memory. They're not really there, he told me. But they're not there either. They're in here. He tapped his head. And they're trying to tell you something. What? That you could join them, if you're not careful. That night I saw all of them. Everyone we'd lost in the past 9 months. 13 men. I counted. They stood at the perimeter, silent, watching, not threatening, just present, like they were waiting, like they knew something I didn't. Thompson looked sad. Henderson looked angry. Kowalski. Wait, Kowalski's not dead. Why am I seeing him with the dead guys? I blinked hard, rubbed my eyes. When I looked again, only real Kowalski was there. Alive Kowalski. He was staring at me. You see them too? I asked. He nodded. Slow. How many days you got, Sarge? 17. We stood there in silence, 2 short timers staring at ghosts only we could see. They don't go away, he finally said. Even after you get home, they follow you. That scared me more than anything else. "15 days. Halfway. The number feels wrong. Too far from 30 to remember what hope felt like. Too close to 0 to pretend I'm safe. I X'd out the box this morning, stared at the calendar. 15 X's. 15 empty boxes remaining. My hand was shaking so bad I could barely hold the pen. Sarah, I haven't written to you in a week. Not because I don't want to, because I don't know what to say. How do I explain that I'm afraid of my own shadow? That I spent 2 hours yesterday convinced my bootlaces were trying to kill me because if they break during a patrol, I'll fall behind. And if I fall behind, I'm alone. And if I'm on, I'm dead. You can't write that in a letter. They'd think you're crazy. Maybe I am crazy. Doc gave me something. Little white pills. Said they'd help with the anxiety. What are they? Does it matter? I took them. They don't help. They just make the fear fuzzy instead of sharp. I prefer sharp. Sharp keeps you alert. Fuzzy gets you killed. Williams approached me today. Williams, who's been avoiding me for 2 weeks. Chen, I need to tell you something. What? He looked uncomfortable. Guilty. I put in for extension. Another 6 months. I stared at him. Why the fuck would you do that? Because watching you is worse than being out there. Because the calendar is worse than the jungle. Because at least out there I know what I'm fighting. In here? He tapped his head. In here I'm fighting math and luck, and invisible bullets that haven't been fired yet. He extended, voluntarily, 6 more months in hell, because it's better than 6 more months of counting down to hell. I understood. God help me. I understood, but I didn't extend. 15 days. I can make it 15 days. I have to make it 15 days. I tried to make a deal with God today. Haven't prayed since basic training. Haven't believed since I watched Henderson bleed out calling for his mother. But day 12 I found myself in the makeshift chapel, really just a tent with a cross made from helicopter skids, trying to negotiate. Okay, look, I know I haven't been attentive. I know I've done things that probably don't qualify me for divine intervention, but I'm asking. Just 12 more days. That's all. 12 days and I'm out. I'll go home. I'll marry Sarah. I'll be good. I'll volunteer at the VA. I'll help other guys. Just don't let me die this close. Nothing. No response. No sign. Just rain on canvas and the weight of silence. I tried different offers. More desperate each time. 10 years off my life. Back end. Take me at 70 instead of 80. Fair trade, right? 12 days now for 10 years later. Silence. Okay. Anything. Anything you want. Just name it. I'll become a priest. I'll give away everything. I'll dedicate my entire life to Chen. I spun around. Chaplain Morrison. I didn't hear him come in. Sorry, sir. I was just praying, bargaining. He smiled. Sad smile, the kind that says he's heard this before. Son, I've been doing this for 3 years. I've heard every deal imaginable. And I'll tell you what I tell everyone. God doesn't make deals. He's not a used car salesman. Then what good is he? I didn't say he won't listen. I said he won't bargain. There's a difference. You want to know what I tell short-timers? The truth, it's random. You live or you don't. Good men die. Bad men survive. There's no logic. No transaction. No cosmic justice. That should have made me feel worse. Somehow it made me feel better. If it's random, then worrying doesn't help. Rituals don't help. Prayers don't help. Nothing helps except making it through each minute until there are no minutes left. I left the chapel. Didn't pray again. I lost it on day 8. Complete breakdown. Wasn't gradual, wasn't a slow decline. 1 minute I was functional, the next I was screaming at Murphy about his bootlaces. Why aren't they double knotted? They'll come loose. You'll trip. You'll die and it'll be your fault for not double knotting. Murphy just stared at me. Everyone stared. Chen, my boots are fine. They're not fine. Nothing's fine. Everything here is trying to kill us and you're all pretending it's normal. Doc tackled me. Literally tackled me to the ground. I fought him. Fought hard. Took 3 guys to hold me down while Doc jabbed something into my thigh. Sedative. Heavy one. I woke up 6 hours later on a cot in the medical tent. Doc was sitting next to me reading a letter from home. Welcome back. My mouth tasted like copper. My head felt stuffed with cotton. What happened? You cracked. Textbook short-timers breakdown. Happens to about 30%. You're not special. Am I going to be okay? Define okay. Am I going to survive? Doc closed his letter. Looked at me. Really looked at me. Honestly, I don't know. The guys who crack early sometimes make it because they get pulled from patrol. The guys who hold it together sometimes make it because they stay sharp. The guys who crack late die because they're useless in the field, but still out there. You cracked middle. Could go either way. That's not comforting. I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to keep you alive. And right now, keeping you alive means keeping you off patrol until you can function. He was right. I was useless. 8 days left, and I couldn't trust myself to tie my own boots without having a panic attack. 8 days might as well be 8 years. They cleared me for duty on day 5. Stupid. Everybody knew it was stupid. Doc knew it. Kowalski knew it. I knew it. But we were short-staffed and someone triggered a mine on the North Trail and they needed bodies and I was technically functional and so I went. Chen, you don't have to do this, Murphy said before we loaded up.
Yeah, I do. I can't sit in the rear knowing you guys are out at. That's exactly what you should do.
5 days, Murphy. 5 days and I'm gone. I can do 5 days. The patrol was supposed to be simple. Recon only. No engagement, just eyes and ears. In and out. I made it 47 minutes. 47 minutes of seeing threats in every shadow. Every branch crack was a VC. Every bird call was a signal. Every vine across the path was a tripwire. I was checking my rifle every 30 seconds. Chamber check. Magazine check. Safety check. Chamber check again. Magazine check again. Murphy, walking point, raised his fist. Halt. Everyone froze. I didn't see what he saw. Probably nothing. Maybe something, but my brain filled in the blanks. VC. Had to be VC. Ambush. We're surrounded. This is it. This is how I die. 5 days short. Just like Martinez, but I won't be lucky enough to survive. The bullet will hit my head, not my shoulder, and I'll die on foreign soil and Sarah will get a flag and a letter and contact left. I fired. Entire magazine. 30 rounds into the jungle at nothing. The squad hit the dirt. Return fire positions. Scanning for targets. Nothing. No contact. No enemy. Just jungle and my echoing gunfire and Murphy screaming, "Cease fire. Cease fire." I'd fired at nothing. Wasted ammo. Compromised position. Could have gotten everyone killed. Kowalski was on me in seconds.
What the fuck did you see?
I thought. You thought what? I couldn't answer, 'cause I didn't think. I just reacted. Phantom enemy. Imaginary threat. He pulled me up by my gear. You're done. Radio. Get us extract. Now. Chen's going back. They pulled me out. Emergency extract. For a broken soldier who fired at ghosts. 4 days left in country. I spent them in the rear, pulling guard duty on bunkers that would never be attacked. They cleared me for duty on day 5. Stupid. Everybody knew it was stupid. Doc knew it. Kowalski knew it. I knew it. But we were short-staffed and someone triggered a mine on the North Trail and they needed bodies and I was technically functional and so I went. Chen, you don't have to do this, Murphy said before we loaded up.
Yeah, I do. I can't sit in the rear knowing you guys are out at. That's exactly what you should do.
5 days, Murphy. 5 days and I'm gone. I can do 5 days. The patrol was supposed to be simple. Recon only. No engagement, just eyes and ears. In and out. I made it 47 minutes. 47 minutes of seeing threats in every shadow. Every branch crack was a VC. Every bird call was a signal. Every vine across the path was a tripwire. I was checking my rifle every 30 seconds. Chamber check. Magazine check. Safety check. Chamber check again. Magazine check again. Murphy, walking point, raised his fist. Halt. Everyone froze. I didn't see what he saw. Probably nothing. Maybe something, but my brain filled in the blanks. VC. Had to be VC. Ambush. We're surrounded. This is it. This is how I die. 5 days short. Just like Martinez, but I won't be lucky enough to survive. The bullet will hit my head, not my shoulder, and I'll die on foreign soil and Sarah will get a flag and a letter and contact left. I fired. Entire magazine. 30 rounds into the jungle at nothing. The squad hit the dirt. Return fire positions. Scanning for targets. Nothing. No contact. No enemy. Just jungle and my echoing gunfire and Murphy screaming, "Cease fire. Cease fire." I'd fired at nothing. Wasted ammo. Compromised position. Could have gotten everyone killed. Kowalski was on me in seconds.
What the fuck did you see? I thought, you thought what?
I couldn't answer, 'cause I didn't think. I just reacted. Phantom enemy. Imaginary threat. He pulled me up by my gear. "You're done. Radio. Get us extract. Now. Chen's going back." They pulled me out. Emergency extract for a broken soldier who fired at ghosts. 4 days left in country. I spent them in the rear, pulling guard duty on bunkers that would never be attacked. Dear Sarah, I'm writing this from 30,000 feet. We're somewhere over the Pacific. I can't see anything but clouds and water. No jungle, no base, no calendar on the wall. I made it. 30 days. I survived 30 days of my own fear trying to kill me. Martinez was right and wrong. He said short timers die. He got shot, but he lived. I didn't get shot, and I lived too. So maybe there's no pattern. Maybe Doc was right. Maybe it's just random chaos and we try to find meaning in it, because meaningless death is too terrible to accept. I don't know if I'm the same person who wrote to you 30 days ago. I don't know if the man you're expecting is the man who's coming home. 30 days ago I was excited, hopeful, ready to start our life. Now I'm just tired. But I'm alive, Sarah. I'm alive, and I'm coming home. The calendar's gone. I left it on my bunk. 30 X's, every day marked. Every day survived. Someone else will sleep in that bunk tomorrow. Some FNG who just arrived. He'll see that calendar, 30 days marked off. And maybe he'll think, if Chen made it, I can make it too. I hope he makes it. I hope they all make it. But I know they won't. The math doesn't work that way. The pilot just announced we're 4 hours from Hawaii. 4 hours until American soil. 4 hours doesn't scare me anymore. I learned to count in days. Hours are nothing. I'm coming home. Wait for me. Love, David. PFC David Chen landed in San Francisco on April 19, 1968. He married Sarah 6 weeks later. They had 3 children. Sergeant Frank Kowalski completed his 3rd tour in September 1968. He survived. Specialist Marcus Williams extended twice more. He came home in 1970. He did not survive. Suicide. 1973. Short-timers paranoia is real. The statistics showed that soldiers in their final 30 days had a 23% higher casualty rate than the average. Whether this was due to psychological factors, bad luck, or enemy targeting remains debated. This story is fiction, but the fear was real for every man who counted down.